I think we're live, guys. I think we're good to go. First off, I'm trying a new streaming thing, the StreamYard, because Google Hangouts is gone. So if you guys can hear and see both of us, okay, Callie, say something. Make a noise.
Hello.
Hello.
Hold on, I don't know what's happening. I'm hearing the live video and our talking. I'm new to this. What do I do?
If you open on like another tab, like the actual video.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mute it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Sorry, people that are watching.
I mean, I look really bad, grainy. But yeah, just let us know if you can see and hear us okay. Again, I'm trying out this new StreamYard thing, and I'm not an expert at it at all. Allie, Nathan, Callie, Michelle with 1L. A lot of Josh in the chat.
What up,
Good
Ben?
evening, Callie is the best. Oh, Ben's here?
Ben's in the chat.
Hey, Ben.
Ralli Roots in the chat.
Ryan and Alli. What time is it in Peru? I feel like it's a huge time difference. To be honest, I don't really know what
Same.
I think I don't know if because like I was in Honduras a few weeks ago, and it's really far away, but it's only 2 hours to the left, so it wasn't that difference.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm blurry, and I don't know why. I'm plugged into the Wi-Fi here. So
that's weird.
But it's okay, because this video is not about me. Okay, I'm just I wonder if I can make. I don't know. Again, technical struggles here, but thank you guys for showing up. We're doing great. Callie, first of all, I just want to thank you so much for doing this for me. I'm really excited because I feel like you're a very kind of behind the scenes person channel, and I'm just excited to have this video opportunity to get to know you better, and for the viewers to do so as well.
Yeah.
So I guess first off, just in case there's people watching who don't know who you are, just say a little about yourself, what you do, how you do it, and just go from there.
First of all, I have jitterbugs in my belly and I'm nervous and I don't know why.
You don't seem like the type of person that would get nervous.
I know, I hide it, but behind humor, because that's how I roll. Yeah, I watch some of your videos. They're pretty funny. Use a funny dude.
Thank you.
But I work for Ryan and Alli, Ralli Roots. I do all the shipping, listing, whatever they tell me to do, I do it. And that's me.
And that's you.
Is that good?
So that's perfect. So tell me the story behind the bandana. Has it been something that you've done your whole life, or is it just kind of like a new thing?
If you look at the very first Ralli Roots video, I just have a regular headband on. And then I think it was a Halloween one year, I put a water bottle on the top of my head to make my hair go all the way up like a cone head. And then I had all these flyaway hairs just like waving at everybody. So I put a bandana on because that's all I had. And then I kind of just stuck with it.
It's definitely your signature look. Yeah. I feel like it's nice when you're packing and shipping. It keeps all your hair out of the way.
Yeah, it also is a sweatband. Catches all the sweat.
Perfect. Yeah. A couple of people are saying that I am, again, I don't know why. I'm plugged into and I'm just a mediocre YouTuber, and I don't even have 1,600 subscribers yet. So I don't know. But again, as long as Callie is clear and you can hear both of us, that's all that matters. So
yeah, it's all about me.
It's all about Callie tonight. So again, I don't want this video to be focused on Ryan and Alli so much, but I am curious about how you like work together with them. Like I guess first off, I know you guys went to the same high school, at least you and Alli did. So how long was since you graduated, and like what got you into it? Like how did they work for them?
Friend of a friend, I guess. I've always known them, but we weren't like the closest friends. We all went to the same high school together. I graduated a year before them. And then my best friend, Nikki, her brother lived with Ryan and Alli for a really long time. And so when my friend Nikki would come into town, Roots' house was kind of the hangout spot. So I would go over there. And then it just kind of happened. They were talking about the YouTube thing, and I wanted to go garage sailing with them and kind of learn about it. And then I was still working at the Revolution Ice Cream Company as a manager, store manager, and scooping ice cream. And then I did some shipping for them when they went out of town a couple times. So just very part-time with them. And then 2 years ago, they called me up, asked me to come over to their house, and offered me a full-time position. I quit my job within the next couple days, I believe, and then started full-time with them. So it was
awesome.
Quite a whirlwind, but it was perfect timing. I kind of needed to step out from where I was and do something different.
Yeah. So when you started with them, were they doing the whole YouTube thing? Did you know that you would have such a role in their videos as you do now?
Not really. I mean, I don't think they were really pushing it that hard. They would occasionally do like a video and I would just try and get into the video. So I would just walk around in the background and look stupid. And I guess that's what happened. I don't think he was really trying to make the YouTube thing like happen. He just wanted to put information out there. So, and it just kind of worked out that way. And my background is film and video production. So now that I'm doing more of that with them, it makes me happier on the inside because I get to do what I love. So it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I did, like when I started my YouTube channel, like I'd had a YouTube channel in the past where I just uploaded videos of like singing and just things like that. It wasn't anything serious, but it gave me enough video experience to, when I started my channel, I didn't have that really awkward period of like 40 to 50 videos where they're just all terrible, you know?
Right.
And I could see that with your channel as well. Like you can see, you know, your videography background. And I noticed a picture on Instagram. What was that?
I deleted a bunch of videos off of my YouTube after I started the daily video thing that failed after 4 videos.
When I asked some people on my Instagram yesterday what kind of questions they wanted me to ask, I had a few people that said that they wanted you to keep doing those videos. They said, you know, they've really loved them and then you stopped. But I know it's very hard to film and edit videos every day, and especially on top of your full-time job as well.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how much effort it takes. I mean, walking around while you're doing your job and holding a camera doesn't necessarily add that much time to your day. But then when you get home and you plug it in and you have to look through all the footage and basically put a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle together for a video for people to watch. So it's a lot of time. I'm also trying to currently edit a wedding video on the side. So I've got that going on. I'll try and make the time for it. I just don't want to make promises and not do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should jump into it. I should do it.
Let's take a very large amount of time and energy to edit a video in a way that you're proud of it. Like anybody can, you know, slap a video of like a thrift haul, like 45 minutes, just putting your iPhone up on the counter or whatever and filming you talking about what you got at the bins. But to have an actually edited video that people can enjoy and is captivating, people just don't really appreciate it as much as you think they would.
Right. And I'm a perfectionist when it comes to editing. So I want it to be perfect before I put it out there for everyone to see. I don't want to just slap it together and throw it up there because editing video is like my thing. So it's got to be perfect.
It's really fun. Somebody once said that like filming video, like just in clips, is kind of like buying ingredients at the store, and then editing it is like cooking the ingredients into this 5-star dish.
That's true.
With crappy macaroni and cheese, or you can make, you know, a steak that, you know, it's all about your knowledge and the time and effort that you put into it.
True. And sometimes you buy the wrong items and you have to just throw them away.
Yeah. Or you buy, you don't know what kind of item, 100 of them, and then you go home and sift through all of them trying to figure out which one works.
It's the perfect analogy. I love it.
I see. He has a full-time job. He works night shift. So I'm assuming he works
Whoa.
like 7 p.m. until like 7 a.m. or something. And he does reselling.
Ugh.
It's very good. Like he sells probably 10 to 15 items a day, like average sale price over $50. And he posts videos every day.
That's the
I
hustler.
do not
right
understand. Yeah, I have no idea how he does it. But you
Sounds
guys
like
in the
he just
chat,
doesn't sleep.
it's he'll like in his videos he'll be like, I just got off work, I'm gonna do my shipping and then maybe go to some estate sales. I'm like, are you gonna sleep? Like you just work 12 hours.
Yeah, I need my
but
10 hours.
yeah, I need my 12 to 15.
Nice. I watched one of your videos. Time out. I watched one of your videos and realized you don't like root beer.
I don't.
I couldn't find a Barks.
I don't.
But I love root beer, and I was so sad when I realized you hate it.
I do. It is.
I had to do that.
As I said in the video, it is garbage water. If you guys have not seen the video, it is. So when I started my YouTube channel, I wasn't reselling yet, and I was just actual official YouTube channel was something I've wanted to do for like 10 years. So I just did it, and I was just making random videos. And I have a video about root beer, how much I hate it and why I hate it. It's fairly interesting. You should check it out. But I'm really surprised at all the videos.
I went all the way back to the beginning, bro. All the way back to the beginning. Those were hilarious videos. You should do more like that.
Yeah. I remember I was doing a live stream one time and somebody had asked me to sing and I was doing it and like 30 people in the live stream asked me to sing a song. So I did it. And one guy was like, hey man, you're never going to make it on YouTube if you're just a circus act. I'm like, it's what the people want, man. Come on, chill. But I do like adding some humor here and there. But it's not everybody's cup of tea. But you gotta be yourself on YouTube, and that's what I love about you. Like on the channel, like I feel like you just not that you don't care, but you're just like you don't care. Like if the camera's there, if the camera's not there, you're just a fun, easygoing person, and that really shows in Ralli Roots videos.
Thank you. I try to be genuine.
If
you meet me in person, I'm a little more crazy.
Really? I'm gonna have to drive down to Florida and meet you because that sounds exciting.
For sure. Let's go out.
There you go. So with working for Ryan and Alli, I'm sure dealing with their everyday sales and the wholesale stuff they're doing. It's just you and Ben right now while they're on vacation. So how much what is the learning curve? Like, I don't know if you worked like doing eBay before them, like before you started with them, like how long is it taking you to really get as good as you are?
I mean, they already had kind of like a really set platform and rules and like how they did stuff. And I had never done it before other than when I did some shipping for them when they would go out of town. But I think I just did shipping with them a few times. And then I just got the hang of it, and it's not that hard to learn, I guess. Or it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I think like that's I've been reselling stuff for probably 3 or 4 years, like locally, and I just never wanted to get into eBay because I'm like, I don't want to deal with the shipping. I don't know anything about it, and I feel like that's a lot of people's reason not to do it. But it really isn't that hard once you get used to it. It is kind of intimidating on larger items. I did lose some money on some VCR combo units in the beginning, what I was doing. But for the most part, I think if you start with clothing and shoes and stuff, it's pretty easy to get the hang of it.
Yeah, I think for me, the shipping's one of the easier parts. It's more heavy work, but it's easier for me than, say, listing.
Yeah. So on your Instagram, it says you're a reseller. Now, do you have... you said you had a store, but you don't really list that much in it, and you list some stuff on Ryan and Alli's store. So how often do you like go sourcing just for yourself to make some extra money?
Hardly ever. Like in the very beginning, when I was super excited about it, I would go to garage sales with them and buy stuff for myself. And I sold a vintage typewriter for a couple $100 and some computer ink for high price. And then we kind of got busier and I just stopped doing it. And now I will occasionally pick up stuff, or like family will give me stuff to sell, and then I'll sell it on Ryan's eBay store because it's just easier. I'm already shipping that stuff. Yeah. And Ben's account, I use Ben's account because he's trying to build his feedback up too. So it's like a family business.
Yeah. You're just the adopted sister, even though people think you and Ryan are sisters, or brother and sister.
We just tell people we are now. It's easier that way. We've both broken our noses. I think that might have something to do with it.
In the exact same fashion.
Sure. Yeah. No, I broke mine falling off a skateboard, a longboard going downhill in Tallahassee. Smashed my face into the pavement.
Do you still longboard, or are you traumatized?
No. Anything that moves under my feet gives me panic attacks now. Excuse my cat in the background.
He just panicked.
That's Malcolm.
Oh, hey, Malcolm. He's camera shy.
They're going crazy.
So, out of everything you do for Ryan and Alli, what's your favorite part about the job?
Probably the YouTube part. I love interacting with people. And, oh my gosh, Malcolm. Can you hear the blinds?
Yeah, okay. It's funny.
Gosh, go chill out. I don't know where the laser pointer is. What was your question? I forgot. My favorite part about the job?
Yeah.
It's probably like I said, the YouTube, and then just the relaxed hours. Like there's not a specific time I have to show up to work. And I have to help my mom out with a lot of stuff. So it's easier for me to just go home and draft and list and just go into the shop and do the shipping whenever I want, as long as it's before closing time, basically. So that's really great for me because my other job, I couldn't do anything. I would have to try and get a shift covered if I needed to take my mom to a doctor's appointment or something. And now Ryan and Alli are just like, go ahead, we'll do the shipping that day and take care of your mom. So I think for me, that's the best part of the job, is that they're so open and cool with me doing what I need to do.
Yeah, it's almost, I feel like it's almost like you're self-employed. Like you can just, as long as the work gets done, they're really easy to work with. So it's, I had that feeling. And a lot of Josh says Malcolm is doing what Callie did on Ralli Roots, on the Ralli Roots channel, just making a ruckus in the background.
It's exactly what he's doing.
Malcolm just wants some notoriety. We're going to have to link his YouTube channel.
I should do that. Just put GoPros on him when I'm gone. That would be fun.
The footage would be golden.
Definitely.
So what is your least favorite part about the job?
Ooh. Probably the listing. Only because it takes forever and it's not my money. So like coming up with prices has always been something that's, I don't know, slowed me down because I'm like, is that too high? Is that too low? Are they going to make enough money? So now usually Ben and Ryan take care of that part and I just fill in all the other stuff. Okay. But so yeah, listing's my least favorite part.
I think that's like necessary for a reseller. Like every reseller I've ever asked what their least favorite part is, they always say listing. And the favorite part is sourcing. I don't know, like, I guess for me, it depends on the item. Like some items, like I really like, they're easy and easy to, they sell pretty well for me. But like combo units, I noticed channel that you guys have kind of stopped buying them because they feel so bad for you having to ship them.
I actually just shipped one out.
Yeah, and
I think on Tuesday.
I'm in that same boat because I'll find one. And I'm like, I can only. It's so hard to ship, and I'll buy it anyway because I just talk myself into it, and then I get home and have to test it and pack it, and it's terrible. But
I've done it so many times now, though, that it's not that big of a pain because we have enough boxes at the warehouse that I just make my own box for it, and it works better that way. Just bubble wrap the crap out of it and wrap a box around it.
There you go. That's pretty much what I do. But at first, my first like 5 or 6 units I sold, it was just, I don't know. I just didn't know what I was doing. It was very intimidating. And when you're dealing, and a lot of times they have a high sales price, so you don't want to mess up and like have it damaged. So I don't know, but I'm still into it. Still into it. There's some good money in combo units.
There is.
So a couple people on Instagram asked me to ask you this. What is the hardest item you've ever had to ship?
I thought about that. Probably a fishing pole. I'm trying to think. Fishing poles.
Like one that doesn't like break in half.
Yeah, like we had some that weren't detachable in the middle or whatever, so they're just like super long, and I basically had to put it in those triangle boxes from USPS, but I had to combine like 3 of them. And it was a lot of taping and styrofoam and bubble wrap. I mean, it wasn't that, most of the shipping's not that hard. It's just sometimes time consuming and finding the right box.
Yeah.
But I'd say the fishing pole.
Yeah. I feel I think the longest thing I've shipped is like a golf club, like a driver. And that took 2 of those triangle boxes. Yep. And it's hard, like getting those lined up and actually feeling on inside. Weirdest thing you've ever had to ship? Not really difficulty, but just weird.
Probably male enhancement pills. I'd say that was the weirdest thing.
A lot and of 100 boxes.
Oh, and hopefully I think anytime
packaging.
Yeah, no, they were sealed. But anytime we sell like used shoes, that always freaks me out too. But I'm coming around to it.
You don't like the idea of used shoes?
Some of them are like gross, and people still buy them. Like we list, this is a gross shoe, and they still buy it.
Yeah, some people like ask. I mean, I haven't had it happen to me, but with female resellers, people will ask them to like try them on, or like, how stinky and sweaty are these? And I'm like, this is so weird. But people buy them. People like use socks, and there's some creepy people.
Good money, but you shouldn't be selling it on eBay.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's illegal if there's bodily fluids on it.
I don't know. I've sold some pretty used shoes before, but
gross.
Yeah. I don't know. Usually, like, I'm way more. It's so funny, like going back and seeing all the stuff I've spent money on and reselling. Like I would buy some. I just made terrible buys, not even just shoes, but like clothes. And it's Ralli Roots' fault, because I started watching their channel and I was like binging. So I was still picking up Tommy Bahama shirts, like plain polos with pulls. And I'm like, oh, this is only $4.75. Great deal. I can sell it for $22.77, like Ralli Roots. And no, it doesn't work like that anymore.
No, I'm still like that when I go thrifting. Like when we do the thrift challenges, I'm like, what about this? What about this? And it's always nope. And I'm like, but why?
I remember the one time they gave you like $50 or whatever to go thrifting, and you brought, it was like a Gap t-shirt. And they're like, why'd you get that? And you're like, well, I know Guess is pretty good, so Gap is close to Guess.
Yeah. But it's not.
It's not.
I mean, they both start with a G. Let's just be honest.
I mean, what more could they ask for?
I know there were stripes on it. Stripes are in.
Yeah, it's just letter. Kent Daigle says he has a fake foot fetish. Kent, I don't know what that means. Ooh. Maybe
we have fake feet. Maybe he's probably talking about like the model feet you can buy to put in your shoes for pictures. Allie bought us some, and they are like.
Are they the clear ones?
They're not clear. I wish you would have got the clear ones. They're like gross peach pale color, and they make me want to
vomit. So I guess getting into this, like, as I think a lot of people feel like you would be the perfect employee for their reselling business. Everybody wants to hire a helper to help them grow their business, but they're worried about look for in a person if they should hire somebody that doesn't have any experience. What would you say is like the best thing to look a potential employee for your reselling business?
I would say maybe find somebody that's interested in the business and wants to like learn the ropes and treat it kind of like as an internship, someone that's willing to learn and do it the way that you've made it work already in the past.
Yeah.
I guess.
established.
Yeah. Like not someone that's gonna be like, well, why don't we do it this way? I mean, I'm pretty easygoing. I get along with most people. I don't know. I don't talk about myself a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a hard question.
I think it's just like when I asked Ryan and Alli what their favorite part about you was their answer was trustworthiness. And I think that's it. Like for me, like I'm looking at hiring a guy to help me and I trust him completely. Like, I mean, I run everything out of my house and I would have no problem giving him a key and trusting him in my house alone. But it's like that level of trustworthiness, like I guess worldly trustworthiness. And then there's like your business, like taking your reselling business that you've put so much time and energy into building yourself and turning that over to someone and giving them the ability to post listings and price your items and sometimes source. And I think that's just a huge step for people to get comfortable with.
It is. And I think, isn't eBay rolling out? Oh my, this cat is tearing up my bed right now. Stop. Sorry.
No, it's fine. When I was doing the Ralli Roots video, my dog was like over to the side and he was like doing this. When he wants my attention, he'll start barking, but really quietly, like. And he started, this is important.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Put them in the room?
Get the cats. Please, mommy, hurry.
Please, mommy.
Wherever you want to put them.
Callie,
not in my room, though.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Rasmussen.
Rasmussen?
Rasmussen.
Rasmussen. Okay. Is that like Russian or something?
It's white.
Oh.
I think it's Danish.
Okay.
It's Danish, maybe, or something. I haven't done a 23andMe, so I don't know what I am.
Yeah, those aren't very reliable from what I hear.
That's what I heard. But
I saw a YouTube video where two identical twins took one and they came back with different results. I'm like, that's interesting.
What I saw.
Yeah. So,
conspiracy.
But just a scam. Okay, so where were we? Again, guys, if you're just joining, I'm sorry if I'm blurry. I don't know why. I'm using the same camera I've used in every reseller. And again, I'm just a mediocre YouTuber that doesn't know anything. So, but Callie looks good. So that's all that matters.
That's because I stole Ralli Roots camera and microphone.
Oh, there you go. I said you should just break into their house and get the whole, the classic couch with the Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever stuff's on the wall, or Dragon Ball Z. I don't know, whatever they like.
I don't know either. They have
I've heard those
things. No, I was thinking about it, but with my hand being out of commission, it's not smart for me to drive right now, and my mom doesn't drive well at night, so we just stayed at the house.
You should just buy a Tesla, and then it could just drive for you.
Yeah, maybe you should buy it for me.
Just tell Ryan and Alli, for your Christmas bonus this year, they gave you like $800 last year. So, with all their success on YouTube and reselling, they can bump that up from 800 to, 50 or 60,000 for the Tesla.
I'm okay with that. No, they take care of me pretty well.
You're like I was saying, you're incredibly valuable. Like, I mean, anybody, if for some reason you had to like move across country to a different state, any reseller would be 100% in to hire you in their business.
You should see my DMs on Instagram.
I'll pay you $400,000 to work in my reselling business where I have a monthly sales of $500.
Right. We had one of our meetups, and there was a guy from Germany, and he wanted to fly me to Germany and put me to work. And I was like, I don't know who you are, sir. So needless to say, that didn't happen.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it's a good, Ryan has made this comment before. I think somebody that commented on one of their videos and said like that they don't have real jobs and, you have to have benefits and insurance, all this stuff. But people don't realize like Ryan and Alli, I mean, they have significant sources of income outside just of their reselling business, I'm sure. But like with a person like you, like knowing a business like the back of your hand, even though it's broken or damaged or whatever's wrong with it, but knowing a business like that makes you so valuable that like it's way more valuable than a college degree. Like there's people graduating, with $80,000 in debt with a psychology degree. I'm like, if you would have just learned how to work a reselling business for like 6 months, I mean, you could go anywhere and make, close to what you'd make with, or probably more than what you'd make with a psychology degree.
Exactly.
And we're in the generation where people are starting to see the value in these business areas that just weren't around. Like I graduated high school in 2009, and like the idea that people could be a YouTuber full time was ridiculous, or people that like, I didn't know what reselling was until like a year ago, so it's
right.
There's just so many more opportunities outside of a college degree. And I'm getting off topic here, but I'm really passionate about like, I just hate that parents are so worried about what their friends think about their kids. And if their kids don't go to college, they're like disappointed. And I'm like, your kid, like a college degree has pretty much zero impact on your income nowadays. 20 or 30 years ago, we can talk about it, but
I'm still paying off my last loans for the degree.
Oh yeah,
I got my associate's degree, and then I went to a private school for film and video production and got a certificate. But the student loans were ridiculous because it took me 4 years to get my 2-year associate degree because I was working full time in Tallahassee at the Y, trying to make enough money to pay rent and go to school and live on my own at 19 or 20. Not a good idea. Stay at home as long as you can.
The kids, listen, you stay at home until you're 40, if that's what it takes. Start a business and just mooch off your parents. It's not mooching as long as you're doing something, if you're building a business or
do something with your life.
It's only bad to live at home if you have no nothing going on.
True.
Again, very off topic, but this what I like about Reseller Review is like I kind of have it planned out a little bit. I emailed you some questions, but I like just being able to talk to people and just get to know them. And I've said in pretty much every episode of this that you really get to see who I really am and who my guest really is, because it's not YouTube. You kind of have to bump up your energy a little bit because the camera adds 5 pounds and takes away like 10% of your enthusiasm. So it's important to do that. But in a setting like this, we're just hanging out. Just me, you, and Malcolm.
There are posties somewhere too, but I think my mom locked him up.
Is that a cat?
Yeah, I got 2 cats.
Oh, no dogs?
Well, there's 2 dogs too.
Okay.
They're in my mom's room, and the cats are in their own room.
Oh, the cats have their own room. Do they pay rent?
They don't. And the landlords just found out about them. So.
Oh my gosh, they're going to be out on their dirty little paws.
I think we're allowed up to 5 pets. So we'll see what happens.
That's very lenient of your landlord.
Yeah. I mean, they're good animals. They just tear apart our stuff, not the house. So that's good.
Let's see. What did you want to be when you were little? Like when you were 10 or 12 years old, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I had like 4 different things. The first I can remember is wanting to be a garbage man. Because my mom told me it makes a lot of money. And I was like, I can just ride around in the back of a truck and toss bags in. That looks like fun. That didn't happen. And then I wanted to be a professional soccer player. I wanted to be a drummer in a band. And I wrote down, what was the other one? Oh, I wanted to be an Olympic gymnast. Because the 90s were like really high up there. Like 96, the Magnificent Seven. I was all about that. And I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm 5'2", I can be a gymnast. But that didn't happen. Never took gymnastics. The only thing that actually happened from those 4 things was I played drums in middle school and high school. Okay. And now I have some in my room.
But you have like a whole drum set?
I used to have a kit. I ended up selling it after living in multiple apartments and never playing it because I was in an apartment. So I just got rid of it. Now I have probably about 5 different hand drums. And I have a ukulele that I try to play. I know like 4 chords.
That's with a ukulele, that's all you need, 4 chords. and you can play pretty much any song ever written. Same with guitar. So if I ever come to Florida, we'll hang out and you can drum. I'll bring the ukulele, or I'll just play your ukulele, cut down traveling costs, and we'll just start a band. How about that?
Can we also make a music video?
Yeah, as long as you edit it.
Okay.
So I tried editing a music video once, and it was just the worst. The software I was using, this was like 2010, and the software I was using, like once you made a cut, you couldn't play from that cut. You had to go all the way back to the beginning and like start it over.
Oh, weird.
So like, yeah, I'm sure it was a user error. Like I was just dumb, but I was like a perfectionist. I was like, this could be the best video ever. I'll send you. It was a music video to TikTok by Kesha.
Oh, nice.
And it was. I'm actually like, I'm not one to get embarrassed about things, but this was pretty embarrassing. I might DM you the link to it. I think I said it is private on like a 3
I won't
YouTube
post it
channels.
on my YouTube channel, I promise.
Yeah. But I was really proud of it at the time. I was like, look at this. I spent like 8 hours editing this like 3-minute video.
You should just post it.
No,
It's probably really hilarious.
it's more cringy than anything. Like it's bad. It's really bad.
There's people out there that cringe watch things, so they just do it on purpose for the cringe factor. I think you should post
Maybe.
it. See?
Maybe
Josh, I smell viral.
Okay, when I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'll post it.
That's so hard, isn't it?
Watch me wake up in the morning with 10,000 subscribers.
Oh no.
Oh
I'll help you.
no. Okay.
You'll be all right.
So guys, I haven't seen any questions in the chat, but if you have a question you want me to ask Callie that we haven't talked about yet, feel free to drop it down there. I'd be happy to do so. I'll do a couple little just generic get to know you questions here. Also, shout out to Sparkling Ice Grapefruit. It is delicious, and it's too late for G Fuel.
Not a sponsored video.
Not a sponsored video. Callie, I am going to send you some G Fuel. So in my Ralli Roots live video, I said, hey, drop some comments on the video after it's posted. Say, give me that G Fuel or whatever, and I'll pick a winner. And only like 5 people did that. So it wasn't hard to pick a winner. I did randomly select one, but Callie was the winner because she was one of the few people that did it. So I'm going to do it again in this video. So if you would like to win a G Fuel starter pack, if you don't know, G Fuel is a powdered energy drink that is delicious and nutritious, sugar-free. Does have some B vitamins and taurine. So apparently a lady bought it from my affiliate link, and then she was like, you didn't tell me that I couldn't have it if I had high blood pressure. I'm like, it's an energy drink. So I don't know everything about it. So if you have high blood pressure, or if you're pregnant or nursing, maybe you shouldn't drink energy drinks at all. But if you're not, and you'd like to win a free sample, just comment on the video after it's posted on my channel and say, give me that G Fuel or something similar. So let's say, Callie, you're at the airport and your flight is delayed for 10 hours and you're in an area that you don't know anybody and you've never been to. What do you do?
Get my camera out.
Get your camera out. Okay.
And
make a documentary.
Make a silent film by myself. Probably.
That sounds Oscar worthy, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I think I would do that. Or maybe pull a Terminal and go find something and just fix it. Have you seen Terminal? Tom Hanks? Don't get my reference?
Terminal.
He's like from Kazakhstan, and he gets stuck in the airport and he can't go back to his country.
Okay. Yeah. I think I've seen like half of that at a friend's house like many, many years ago. You
should watch the whole thing.
I should. Tom Hanks is really good about being in movies where there's travel problems. Like he was that Captain Phillips, and he was that Sully captain.
Yeah.
He was on Castaway. It's just crazy. He's just the guy to go to when you want to make a movie about somebody getting lost.
He must be a good actor on his own without, like, some people feed off of other people, but he doesn't need that, I guess.
I think he's probably my favorite actor of all time. Like, my favorite movie is Forrest Gump, and Tom Hanks is just, I've never seen him in a bad movie,
I'm trying to, I liked him in Big, too.
Yeah. Wasn't that
really good?
I feel like that was probably one of his first movies.
Yeah, that and Splash, I think.
Splash, yeah, with the mermaid.
Mm-hmm. Good
He's a cool
stuff.
guy. Who's your favorite celebrity? Let's go that.
It's a hard question.
Yeah.
I love Will Ferrell
Okay.
as an actor. Judd Apatow is my favorite director. He does a lot of the comedy movies. I like Post Malone. I like all kinds of people. I don't really hate
Post Malone
anybody.
is hilarious.
I love him. He just doesn't care what he wears.
He doesn't. He is the ugliest person, but he just doesn't care.
The bangs he had, those were popping off.
I could definitely see myself like in a high school algebra class with him, like dressed like that, and everybody just thinks like, dude, you're just going nowhere. Like, you want to be a rapper? Like, what are you doing, dude? You look ridiculous. And now he's a billionaire.
I'm sure he got that a lot. I don't even think rap was the first thing he wanted to get into. I'm pretty sure it was country, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I've seen videos of him like playing guitar and singing, like actually singing. He's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like everything that he does.
A lot of Josh says he's going to create 10,000 new YouTube accounts tonight. I'm assuming to get me to 10,000 subscribers to see the video, but he's going to get blocked from YouTube before that happens. So
Yeah.
I really shouldn't have said anything about it because, like, the more I'm thinking about it, like, I really don't want to share that. It was terrible.
I want to see it. I'll let you know if you should post it or not.
Okay. It was so bad. Like, I made it with one of my friends, and like I made it and like shared it to his Facebook. I'm like, hey man, finish the video. And he removed it, like removed the tag from himself. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I did it again, and he removed it again. He's like, dude, don't tag me in that. That's embarrassing. And that was the day I made it. So that should give you an idea of like how bad it was.
Well, how long has it been since you made it?
It was 2009, so it's been 10 years.
Oh, it's time, bro. Unleash the
Unleash
video.
Unleash the Kraken.
Yes.
Zach has a good question. Zach says, what is the best way to pay help? Like if you have a reselling business, and you want to pay them. I'm assuming he means like an hourly rate or like a per item rate.
Before Ben started helping us out, we had one of my friends from a previous job who we knew did photography and stuff, and we had her come in, and it was on a per item basis. I think it was like $1.50 per item she photographed and folded and put it in a bin and put away. So she did all the photography, folded it, bagged it in a clear poly, and then put it in a bin. And that was $1.50 per item she did. So not an hourly thing.
I agree with that. Especially if you're hiring somebody who doesn't have any experience. If you pay them by the hour, you're going to end up losing a lot of money. But by the item, it motivates them to learn and get faster at it.
Right.
And I guess at some point you may want to cut it off, because if you get somebody like you paying $1.50 per item, and you're like, bam, 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 you owe me $1,000.
No, I'm actually happy that Ben is taking the pictures now, because it was starting to hurt my back a lot just from holding a camera up for so many hours and standing. And so I'm glad Ben's there now.
I had this idea, like I don't know if you can see it. I have this mechanical arm thing that like holds my phone.
Yeah.
And I thought about like hooking this up to like my photo area and just keeping it in one spot. And I have like, it's the Note 9, so it has this little pin with it that I can like click to take pictures. Oh. And I take all my pictures on my phone anyway. So I'm thinking about like setting that up and just having it angled and just changing the items, like the rotating shoes.
Yeah.
Flip it up and just keep clicking the button, so I don't actually have to do that. I'm not sure. I mean, the camera has autofocus, so I think it would work. But
I think that would probably be perfect for like all your smaller items.
Yeah. With clothes, I hate taking pictures of the clothes. I do flat lay, and it's just so time consuming. And the average sale price on my clothes is like $15, if that. And it's
used clothes are slow sellers unless it's like a big brand name, like Lululemon.
Yeah, well, even I don't know. I feel like, I mean, the only clothes that really sell for any serious amount of money are like vintage jackets or something. Like even with Lululemon, I mean, new with tags is like $25 now, and used like 15 to 18. It's hard to find used in my area, at least. But I don't know. I watched Ralli Roots and I was like, oh, used clothing. I found that everywhere. And I just stocked up on it. This whole closet back here is filled with winter jackets that I have not yet listed.
Those are still selling. You should list them.
Those are my next things to list, because I had them last year in like October or November or something. And I was like, oh, well, it's too late now. I'll just wait till next winter. And now I'm like, oh, I probably should list those before I have to wait another year.
It's past winter now.
It's past. I'll just leave them in the closet. It's fine.
It's winter somewhere else though, right? In the world.
There's winter everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's 5:00, winter everywhere. A lot of Josh says, do you see yourself working for Ralli in the long term, or do you have other goals that you're working towards?
I think I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. Ryan is a very smart man, and he said that he'll keep me on with whatever they're doing, and I trust that. So it's easy for me to just stay right now. And I do stuff on the side. My friend Nikki, who's in the chat, she talks finance. She's going to have me come out and film. What is it, Nikki? I don't even know what I'm filming. Some like panel where they talk about finance and stuff. So I'm going to do that. And they're totally okay with me going out on my own and doing side jobs or selling my own stuff if I want to. So I don't think I need to leave anytime soon. It's too good a job. Yeah.
I think if you did announce that you're leaving, people would think you're crazy. Because it seems like it's pretty, it's very stable for you. Like, nothing's going to happen to the reselling industry anytime soon. And it seems really fun just being around all those people all the time, and just getting to kind of be a part of their YouTube success.
It's fun. So, yeah. I was in their very first video, which is weird because I wasn't really working for them yet. I just went to a garage sales. Oh, what is it? Women's finance event. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. What's this? They Call Me Flipper says, you need a giant Callie and Alli hanger, dude. All caps. That's why I yelled. They Call Me Flipper. I made one. I watched that video and I was like, I'm gonna do that. And I did it, and it worked for a while. And I don't know. I just didn't really like the way the clothes looked. I think it looks better flat lay, because you can, like, especially with long sleeve shirts, I like folding the sleeves in, making it symmetrical. And with the hanger, it was just kind of droopy. And I source a lot of extra large men's shirts. Like anytime I see a good like 3 or 4 XL, I buy that. And it's even with those giant hangers, they just look really bad hung up. So I just switched to flat lay.
Yeah, we switched from like actual flat lay. We used to have 2 tables with white photo paper on top of that, and I would have to hold my hand up and take the pictures that way. And then we realized that was kind of a pain, and we just moved to the hanging flat lay. But it doesn't work for everyone, I guess.
Yeah, what I've wanted to try is almost like a drafting table approach. So like, originally for my white clothing, I got this like panel of like fake wood at Lowe's, and it's like, I think it was like 10 feet long, about like 4 or 5 feet tall. It was like $30. And right now I just have that on my garage floor, and I just put the clothes on there. If it's the daytime, I just open the door and it lights it perfectly, like the natural light coming in. But I want to like make like a drafting table out of it, so I can like lean it up a little bit. Cause I feel like if it's at an incline like that much, like it would be easier to take the picture. You don't have to go like straight over the item to take this square picture. You can kind of do it at an angle. And it would like, I guess that's the only reason I would like to do that. It can't be that hard, but this is my angle, so it doesn't slide off, but it just makes it a little bit easier.
We kind of did that. We had just those little table risers you can put underneath the legs of the tables, and we did that. But for me being 5'2", it was still like, I need a step stool or this isn't going to work. But we thought about like making our own table that leaned up, and just, we haven't done anything because they're working on the new warehouse. And I think once we get in there, we're going to make everything perfect in that warehouse.
Are you guys renting a new warehouse, or are you building one on that commercial property that they bought?
They're going to build. I think they're still in the process of doing all the permits and stuff. I don't know how to do that kind of adulting.
Yeah, me neither. Someone asked me in they commented on my Instagram post yesterday when this past weekend, I posted like a garage sale video and I showed a couple people's faces. One lady was like kind of short. So I have my GoPro strapped to my backpack strap when I'm doing it. And usually it's pointed down. I just get people's feet and their voices, but I called her face on camera and somebody was like, "Are you allowed to do this without their permission?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like,
it's public, right?
I guess, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I feel like I was talking to a lot of Josh about this on Instagram as well. And I don't think I've ever seen Ryan and Alli post a video with people's faces in it. At least not that.
No, we try not to. When you're inside a store, that's not really that's private property, basically. That's their store. So you can't be filming them unless you have permission, basically.
Yeah.
But when you're outside at a garage sale, it's public property. Just stand on the sidewalk.
There was one like kid in my video, like she like came into the screen for a second and then left. And I was like, maybe I should blur her face just so I don't get any like angry moms coming after me. But it's just interesting. Like, I'm sure there's laws about it, but like you said, it's just adulting and I don't know what to do. Like, until I get a complaint, like, I'll just keep going. I'm assuming you guys have had permission from Goodwill to film, because I know you take like the huge Sony camera in there with the full lens, and it doesn't seem like it's very candid at all.
My rule is ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah, there you go. Have you ever had anybody say anything?
No. I mean, we're pretty discreet with it, and I try not to get other people in the video, but I don't know if Ryan's ever been told not to, but I haven't. No one's ever approached me and said not to, and we've seen employees walk past us or in front of us while we're filming, and they haven't said anything. So yeah, we get away with it better in Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill employees there just seem like they don't care. I've seen them, like, I'll ask them a question or be checking out, and I'll see them stare at my GoPro, and they don't say anything. And you can see like I turned off my red light, so it's not flashing, but the timestamp is still going, because you could see that it's filming.
Right.
And I'm actually really surprised that I've never been asked about it. And a lot of other resellers that post garage sale videos, like I think a lot of Josh posted one today, and somebody was like, "Is that a GoPro?" And he's like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Oh cool," and they just don't care. Like,
no.
I thought it was going to be much harder. Like, when I first got my GoPro and I wanted to do, those type videos, I thought it was going to be much harder to find people that were okay with it, but I hadn't had any issues with it.
I think it's easier with a GoPro versus like walking around with a camera and like, do you want to be in my video? Because I'm making one for YouTube.
I'm gonna show you I'll show your face to all my subscribers. I can't do it.
Just do whatever comes natural. Random voices come out of me all the time, and I don't know where they come from. Probably from my mama.
My default is just like a loud yell, like hip, 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 hip. This is just random noises.
I love that.
It's so funny because I'll, like, when I'm filming like a sit down video, like right here in the spot, and it's, just edited, like, I'll do that sometimes. Like, instead of saying I'll just take a break and make some noises, and I'm like, I'll just cut them out later. So there's a shocking amount of random noises that I've edited out of my videos.
You can take all of those and put them into one video.
One 17-hour long video of me saying,
I say so all of the time.
So
when I'm talking, so I'm going to grab these shoes next, and I'm going to do this, and then so, and listening to your own voice when you're editing is painful.
It is painful. I say a good bit. I try to, like, editing videos for yourself, you kind of, after you've done it so many times, you kind of know what's best. So, like, I'm like, okay, just let me get this one sentence out, and I'll say it, and then I'll stop and give myself like 3 to 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, made one sentence. There we go. But it's
hard.
I don't know. Like we said in the beginning, people just don't realize how hard it is to make edited YouTube videos. Live videos like this are a piece of cake, even though my face is blurry and don't know what I'm doing, but at least I don't have to edit anything after this. Thank goodness.
Editing's the longest thing ever.
It is. It is. Pick and rolls in the chat. What's up, man? He said, let's go back up. He said, pick and roll. I lost it.
I talk to my camera in stores in front of people all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I just act like nobody is there.
Yeah.
That's hard
I
to
almost
do.
think of it as like talking, like when you hear people with like a Bluetooth headset and they're just walking with their arms and they say something, you're like, what is
Yeah,
what?
that's
And
weird.
you're like, oh, Bluetooth, it's fine. And I don't know. I just think like, what would I think if I was in a thrift store and I saw somebody filming, like talking to a camera? I'm like, I would look at them, but I wouldn't care, you know? Like it's
No,
just
I
like,
usually look at them and go, why can't I do that so easily and not care what
Yeah.
people are thinking about?
yeah.
You know
it's
who's really good at
very-
that is College Picker. Eric,
Oh,
the
yeah.
College Picker.
Yeah.
We all went thrifting once and he was just had his camera out and he's filming and I'm like, all right, I need to just let loose and let God.
It's much easier like in a group. Like if you go thrifting with 2 or 3 people, like it's much easier to let loose and be natural. But like when I go on my lunch breaks and I go into the Salvation Army like I do every day, and the lady knows me, like I don't take my GoPro in there. I film with my phone, and I'm pretty sure they know what I'm doing, but it's still weird. Like
I
when I'm
think
by
they
myself,
all know.
yeah, I don't know. It's just unnatural.
It is.
But I do want to get better at it.
It's definitely easier when you're with people. But
Yeah.
when you're by yourself, it's like, should I pretend I'm like on a
Ooh.
FaceTime call?
I don't know what I'm doing right now. Don't joke on the root beer.
I almost did.
So again, off topic. But hey, that's what you get with a Hair Tornado reseller review.
Yeah.
So let's see. Also, it was really difficult fitting your name in the thumbnail because I have like the brick theme going on, and this one I'm like, should I say Callie Rasmussen or Rasmussen or Callie? I feel like Callie. People know her as Callie from Ralli Roots, so I just try to shove all that in there, and hopefully,
whatever you want.
So okay, we're at 57 minutes. So I'm gonna just kind of want to keep you too long, but I'm gonna ask a couple more fun questions if that's okay.
Okay.
Is there anything you carry with you all the time?
My keys and my fanny pack. My
You carry your
driver's
fanny
license.
pack with you all the time?
I guess not. I don't know. Like when I go out shopping or something?
No, all the time. Anything. Like for me, it's just like a wallet, keys, phone, and a knife lately come in handy, and I feel cool with it. It's not a switchblade, but it's easy open, and I play with it all the time. But I actually don't have it on me right now, so I'm lying.
I guess I always have a bandana on me if I'm going out in public. So I carry a bandana with me at all times. How's that?
All times. So if you ever run into Callie, just know she has a bandana and she knows how to use it.
If you see a bandana, it's probably me or Tupac.
Do you have a... He's not dead. No, he's hanging out with
Biggie.
XXXTentacion. Is that his name?
Yeah, and him. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Ben
would know.
Ben,
I can't
how do you
keep
pronounce...
up with all these new rappers.
Yeah. Callie is British 50% of the day. Ben, does she just like start speaking in a British accent randomly?
Yeah, it just comes out. You never know.
You never know when it's going to come out.
It's root beer, Nikki, not alcohol.
Benjamin. I feel it.
Benjamin. I call him Benny.
Benny.
Yeah. It's fun.
Let's see. Okay, if you suddenly came across your celebrity crush in person, and you were like stuck on an elevator, and you had like 30 seconds to tell them something, who would your celebrity crush be, and what would you tell them?
It'd probably be Post Malone right now, and I'd be like, "Bro, the bangs though."
Damn bangs though.
Yeah. And also,
he'd
can
be
I be in your next video?
I'm sure he would let you.
Yeah. Or like film it or be a part of it somehow. That'd be fun. And then also, can I go on stage on your next tour and live in your bus or
And
jet
he'd be like, yo, can somebody get this girl away from me?
and put a baby in me?
Oh, Post Malone.
That's one of my cats is named after him, Posty. Posty
My
Malone.
dog is named after Mose from The Office.
I know. I watched that video.
Oh yeah, I love him so much. Both Moses I love very much, but my dog is wonderful. Everybody thinks that they have the best dog, but mine is pretty good. Like he doesn't do anything bad. Doesn't like tear up anything. It doesn't. He's just awesome. Like when we went to Honduras, my father-in-law had to watch him for 10 days, and he just like eats and poops outside and sleeps and plays, and
It's a good boy.
He's the textbook golden retriever, and we're just very lucky with him. We want another one, but we know if we get another puppy, he will not be as good as Mose.
They never are. But Ben says it's XXX Tentacion. Tentacion.
Tentacion.
Tentacion.
Let's see. So visually impaired says, what is your most important tool in reselling?
Probably this hand.
The one that is out of order.
Yeah, I should have insured it because now my mom has to do the shipping for me because Ryan and Alli are in Peru and the show must go on.
Show must go on. So are you just like there, like telling her, like, put it there, put that item in that box?
Basically, I mean, she carried the bag around and I grabbed some stuff out of the bins and threw it at her and then I weighed most of the stuff and then she packaged it all basically and bubble wrapped it. And it was like training a new employee.
That you couldn't assist.
I did too much assisting and hurt myself more and had to ice it when I got home.
Did you ever get like the solid word on what was wrong with it?
I had an x-ray done. Nothing showed up broken, but there are a lot of small bones in your hand that they said something in there could be broken. They also said I might have torn a ligament, or I might have Kienbock's disease.
Kienbock's.
Keinbocks. Kienbock's. I hope it's not that. I'm thinking it's just a really bad sprain.
Yeah.
The orthopedic guy basically said, wait a week, wear this thingy, and see if the swelling goes down and my range of motion comes back. And if that happens, then it's just a really bad sprain and I won't need surgery or anything. So
there you go.
Fingers crossed it's just a bad sprain.
Well, I think myself and my viewers would like to issue a quick recovery. It definitely is bad timing. Like that's because, like you're saying earlier, Ryan and Alli help you when you've got stuff going on, but when they're in Peru, there's not much they can do.
Right.
So, all right, so we're at an hour and 3 minutes. I'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Cool.
Thank you, Callie, for everything. For your time tonight. You didn't have to do it, but I'm glad you did. This was a cool video. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone, but if you could still find it in your heart, deep down in your heart, if you could just leave a quick little thumbs up on the bottom, it takes 0.2 seconds. I would really, really appreciate that. I'm very close to getting my channel monetized. I'm like 300 hours away. Before you go to sleep tonight, just push play on all of my videos, mute, and just close your laptop and
turn the autoplay on.
Turn autoplay on and just let it go.
Yes.
It takes so long to get a channel monetized when you're starting from scratch and you don't have any. I've had a few shout outs from a couple different people, but
the crazy thing is I've been on YouTube for so long that I was monetized. And then when they changed that rule, I got demonetized. So I was like, oh, thanks. I barely made like $2.
I remember that from like back in the day. I remember uploading one video and it was like, do you want to monetize this video? I'm like, I guess, but I don't know who's going to watch it.
Right.
My videos back then would get like 15 views, and like 5 of them were me. So, but we are so alike. We are, Susan Erickson says we are so alike, and we're the same person, except,
Down
I
there.
don't work, yeah, that, and I don't work for semi-famous YouTubers. So, but again, like I was saying, Callie, thank you so much. Viewers, thank you so much. Hit the like button. And I guess that's it. Callie, any closing remarks?
No, thanks for having me on your channel, Josh. I think you're hilarious. Send me that video and keep doing videos because you are funny. I'm going to keep watching your stuff. I was doing research before I got on here and watched a bunch of your stuff, and it's good content. Keep it up, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Gang, gang.
Okay. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
This is always the awkward part at the end when I don't